piece of candy. Whoa, this is a really nice, not a blob of moss on there. Ta-da! To touch the new, oops. Hey there, welcome to a new video. So today's video is going to be catching up on some plant chores. There is a lot that I need to get done. I am filming this outro while I've already done all the plant chores in this video, so I know what we are going to do, but I must say that it was just a part of it. I still need to do so much more, so this is just a fraction of the plant chores that I needed to do. We are going to repot 2 plants, we are going to install some grow lights, store some moss for my terrarium. What did we do more? And just some plant maintenance in the sense of chopping some leaves, taking down some vines. So without further ado, let's get into the plant chores. This is going to be a nice mix. I think I do need to make more though, because I really need to repot a lot of plants. But like you saw, I was like sifting some of the substrates. There isn't that much that came out this time, but I do feel that it can really work though, because sometimes before I don't sift the substrates, I noticed that sometimes there are a lot of like tiny particles in it, and that can make watering pretty hard because like the water doesn't run through it. So now I sift it and I never have that problem anymore. So this is the first plant that I'm going to repot. It's the fabricated Friedek, and it's desperately in need for a repot because it dries out really fast. It's pretty root bound, and yeah, the substrate is just not that nice where it is in now. So this is the first one that I'm going to repot. And one thing that I always find so fun about repotting alocasias is to hopefully find some corms. Okay, so I'm really doubting what I'm going to do. If I'm going to like try to get off most of the substrate, or that I'm going to place it straight into its new pots. I have 2 sizes, I'm not sure which one I want to choose. I think, but yeah, what I wanted to say, like repotting alocasias is just so fun. Like I remember when I got my first alocasia, it was years back, and it was dying on me, and so I just threw the whole thing out. And I didn't know about corms, that it grew corms and that you can have like baby plants that way. So yeah, since that moment I always check if I do decide to throw out the plant to see if there are corms in there. And I don't know, it kind of reminds me of being a kid and being in the play garden. And I don't know about you, but the play garden where I played, there was like with each play toy there was like sand, and so many times when you were just looking between the sands there was like money, just like 10 cents, 20 cents. It was also always like finding a treat, and I think like it's similar with repotting alocasias. It's like finding like, oh, a piece of candy. So yeah, I do really like to repot it, but I did hope it had some corms. It definitely has a lot of offshoots, I think it's called. I don't know if I should mess around with it more, because I'm really scared that I maybe... I think this one will work best. I think this one is going to be, yeah, it's going to be too big. I'm going to go with this size. I think where I planted it in, it was, I think like maybe a tiny bit of my own base mix, and the rest was just where this plant was sitting in when I bought it, and I think it was just straight up cocoa peat. Oh, I do see another growth point growing there. I kind of don't want to mess too much with the root system because in my experience alocasias don't like to be repotted. So it's so many roots. Okay, so 10 minutes later and I've unraveled the root system. Sadly that did poke a lot of the roots, so I really hope it's not going to be mad at me. But there were no signs of any corms growing. As you can see, it has really a lot of offshoots just coming from the main stem. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place it in this spot. I've already mixed some of the substrate that I'm going to use, a base mix that I made earlier, and then added some cocoa peats. I'm just going to add a tiny layer like that. In its new pots. It looks way better though, now it's planted a little bit deeper. I don't hope it affects like the new growth points. I think they will still find their way up, at least I hope. So yeah, I'm going to water this one later on and we'll see how it will grow and if it's going to start to throw a tantrum or not. So plant number one. So the next plant that I really need to repot is this Thai constellation. I'm really proud of this one though. This one I've grown from like a teeny tiny tissue culture, so it's growing really well. But this one is like also crazy wood bound, dries out super fast. So yeah, it really needs to have a bigger pot, and I'm not sure. I think like it could use even a size bigger than this, but I think I just go with this size. So with this one I think I don't going to mess really with the root system, and just only what falls off that is going to fall off. But I don't know, it's so weird because it's like, I'm just going to give it like a quick loosen up. I don't know, I think the substrate is quite well. I'm just going to place it in the bigger pot right now. We just vacuumed downstairs, but I can vacuum again after I'm ready with this. Okay, I'm going to place like it. Okay, it's falling out all of the holes. So I'm just going to place a teeny tiny layer. I don't think that what I have here will be enough to fill this whole pot. Okay, I really think I should have went with the size bigger because I think I can repot this one in a couple months time. Because the problem with the pot where it's in, it was really not stable anymore. I think I'm fine with it, and I must say that I'm really happy about this leaf starting to face this way, because all these leaves were facing that way. So yeah, I'm keeping it in the window sill for like in this position for a couple days, so now the leaves do start to face this way, because else it would be weird. Then you have like the back of the stem and the leaves like facing that way. So yeah, I do hope this works, but you can see like it's still really wonky in there. But I think if this aerial root grows, I can maybe like put it back in the substrate and that it holds itself up like that. Or else I'm going to put it in a really big pot. But we'll see how it goes. For now it just needs to deal with this situation. Okay, so I do think that this is going to be it for today's plant chores. I kind of do want to do more though, but my boyfriend and my daughter are sleeping now upstairs, and I do want to be ready when they are awake because we are going to visit a family later today. So yeah, I am planning to do some stuff in the evening though, because I really need to secure my grow lights and put some alocasia corms from fluval to moss. So I think I'm going to do that tonight, but for the repots I'm not going to do any more. It was just these two, and yeah, I will think I see you tonight. So it's a new day today. Yesterday evening we were home pretty late, so I didn't do any of the plant chores that I thought I would be doing, so I am going to try and do them today. So one thing that I really need to do is that in these containers I have some sprouted alocasia corms, so I do want to put them up like in their own little container with some sphagnum moss. They are now living in fluo. So I first need to go and rinse them a little bit, but it's really crowded in here. They could really benefit from their own little container, like some of them are just like loose in there, so I really need to do something about that. So that's that for the alocasias, and here I have some propagations from the Epipremnum albo. Two of them are like the leaves broke somewhere down here, so yeah, the leaf is dying off, but the roots are healthy. There is a new growth point, so I also want to get these in moss. And for this pink princess, I've been really thinking about what to do with it, because I think there are already 3 leaves that have been broken off. So this morning I found this pretty leaf under the couch, and I think one of our cats like sat on it or something, I don't know, but here's another leaf that is like broken at the stem. So yeah, I have been thinking about chopping it and propagating it, but I think I'm going to put sphagnum moss like around the stem, so it can hopefully like grow roots and still rely like on the big root system it has in the container. So these are some things that I'm going to do now. But the first thing I'm going to do is going to rinse these alocasia corms, so there isn't fluval on the roots. So I'll be right back and I will wash these down. Just washed all of the alocasia corms. I have alocasia cupria over here, alocasia scalcrum, fried egg, and I think some dragon breath corms. Over here I have some moist sphagnum that I'm going to use to put them in. And I do hope that I have enough containers for all of them, because it are quite a lot of corms. 8, 9, 10, I think 14 or 15. And I must also say that I don't really know what to do with all these corms, because I don't want to keep them, and a while ago I did salt some ones. But I also feel that there isn't that much interest for like alocasia fried egg, for example, or the cupria. They're already like so cheap like in the garden centers, at least they are here in the Netherlands. I think overall they are just pretty cheap too. So I will see, I will put them for sale, and I do hope some people will still want to have them. I think it's personally really cool to have like to start with baby plants, but yeah, that's not for everyone, of course. Oh, my eyes are so irritated. 2 days ago I decided to wear some eye makeup, just like black eyeliner. And I don't know what it is though, but I feel like it always, when you wear like black liner, it like stays with you for the next 3 days or something. So yeah, I don't know, my eyes are just really irritated, and yeah. And it immediately makes me realize why I never wear eye makeup, because it's just the best feeling to not wear makeup though, especially like removing it at night and stuff. But yeah, if you have a good recommendation for like an eye makeup remover that really gets everything like in one go, please let me know. Because this is really annoying to have like your eyes being so irritated. So I do think I have some alocasias that have like this one, for example, has like a really small root system. So I think with those ones I do put like 2 in a cup. Because I don't have that much left. I have 4 and I have way more alocasia corms. I think I did have, yeah, I do have 10 more. But I wasn't planning on using all these cups for just alocasia corms. Let me see, this one has quite a big root system. Yep. I think when I'm done with this, I'm going to install the grow lights upstairs. Because the piece of furniture that I first had upstairs, I had there at the bottom shelf I had those grow lights and the prop boxes. And it fitted perfectly over there. I really liked how it was looking. But yeah, I don't have that piece of furniture anymore. So it's now going into a bookshelf that I have upstairs. So yeah, I really do need to reinstall those grow lights because I now have my prop boxes sitting in the windowsill. But I do notice like this morning the sun was shining for a little bit and yeah, I forgot to remove them over there, and yeah, I think that's not that good for the propagations to sit like blasted with light. Oh yeah, I think that's something that I'm going to do also. Taking some cuttings from my philodendron cream splash. Okay, so I will finish this up right now, and once I'm ready I will check back in, because I do see that the camera is giving a notification that it is almost overheating. So yeah, I will be back once I finish all these scores. All the alocasias are potted up into their own little cup. I need to see if I have enough space in these prop boxes. Oh, I think I don't have enough space for all the propagations. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fit another box on the shelf. We will see. So let me see how much of these cups I can fit into here. I don't want to have this one in here, I think. This is a new plant, but I don't want to have it sitting with the alocasia corms. And the oblique can stay there. Oh, it will fit. This will fit perfectly. It fits perfectly. Am I able to show it? So, you see, it all fits. So that's nice. Jesus, those are so many alocasias. Yeah, for this one, the epipremnum. Okay, let me see. I'm first going to take this leaf off. That came off really easily. I'm going to put it over there for now. Okay. They were almost what? Oh well, this one doesn't have any. Oh yeah, really tiny roots. This is a top cut. So I'm just going to put these propagations in there. Oh, the new growth points started to what? Maybe I'm just going to put it in some soil. I don't think it's worth it to put this one in a prop box. I think I'm just going to place it in soil and see what it does. Yeah, I'm not going to put it in a prop box. So the next thing I'm distracted. I did want to do the Pink Princess, but I'm distracted by this one. I first want to do this one. So this is the Philodendron Scream Splash. A really stunning plant, really nice variegation, but it has one vine that is completely green. So what I want to do is chop it up in single node cuttings and see if the variegation comes back or not. So I think it's really cool to see though, because I got this plant somewhere last summer and it was just one vine with, I think it had 4 leaves. And I immediately took single node cuttings, propagated it and put them all together in this pot. It has grown in very nicely, but like I said, there's just one vine that is green. And you can really see like that vine that is green grows way faster than the variegated vines. So yeah, I'm really curious if it's going to give the variegation back. Where is it all the way going? Cutting wide if I cut here? Yeah, I think so. There are still 2 fully green leaves on it. I think it's from this same vine. I'm thinking also to take some more cuttings from this one. Should I go and do that? So it's going to bush out hopefully a bit more. Because it has now one vine that is longer. Taking the cuttings. Where is the new growth point coming from? Snip. Snip. That's one thing that's a little bit annoying about failing plants, because if you chop them, the leaf is like completely different than where the new growth point is coming from. But yeah, I will let this callus over for a little while before I'm going to pot them up. Okay, so I do think this is going to be the last thing that I'm doing for at least this afternoon. I'm going to chop off this leaf because it is going to be oh, it's so sad. It's such a pretty leaf. It is working on a pretty new leaf. So yeah, I think I'm just going to see if I can put moss till around here, and then eventually, because this leaf is the newest leaf, it's also working on another one. But then I just, oh jeez, it's still dripping. That I can continue growing from this top cut and probably keep the bottom cut, because I don't know, I just have a big love for Pink Princesses. I think they are just so stunning, so unique, and yeah, just really pretty, especially if the leaves have like those almost like black, because you also really have those ones that are really just like really green vibrant leaves. I don't like those ones as much as I like the dark color. And I do feel with like the Pink Princesses there is like a lot of names going around. Like I'm in the Facebook group that is all about Pink Princesses, and you see like the marble and the galaxy and the regular one, and I'm not sure, there's definitely variation between Pink Princesses. Like this one indeed has more like the galaxy pattern, and the other one that I have has more sectorial. So yeah, there is difference between the Pink Princesses. Just another blob of moss on there. I hope I haven't watered it too much, because when I first got this plant and I potted it up, it got root rot, which was really sad, so I immediately had a bad start with this one. It's also annoying, like the weather here is like frustrating. I'm going to put ISO a little bit higher, because one moment it's like raining and the other moments there's a little bit of sun coming. But overall the weather here is like, I can't believe it, it's like June, half June, and it's like still the weather is like pretty cold. You almost still need to wear like a winter coat. At least I do, because I'm really like a cold person. So I'm really hoping that the temperatures will change soon, because this is not nice. This is really not nice, this weather. I don't mind rain though, but we are like almost in summer, and yeah, it would be nice if the temperatures are also more summery like. So yeah, I do have this little pile of moss on there. I think it will work pretty well with terrariums. It works really well though, so I think with all plants it could work just like this, just putting on some moss around those roots and they will grow, at least if you keep the moss moist. I am going to clean this up a bit because I spilled water and moss and those kind of things. So yeah, I'm going to clean it up and then I will see if I will install the grow lights. I really need to do that. So this shelf is going to be the one where I'm going to install the grow lights over here. And these are the grow lights that I've already used, but this sticky side isn't really sticky anymore. So I do have this other sticky stuff that I'm going to put on it to secure it to this shelf. And yeah. I'm going to do it like this. Oh man, the other side is really annoying to get off. Maybe I need to stick it on and from there remove it. Maybe that, yeah, that's way easier. Okay, the first one. Ta-da! Okay, so the only thing, let me see how it's looking now. On the previous shelf that they were really like, the boxes were like immediately like almost touching the grow lights. So I only had one set of the grow lights, but since there's now more space between the grow lights and the pot boxes, I have put two sets, so 4 strips are on here now. So yeah, I think it will be really great for the propagations. I only do need to secure the cords so it looks nice and neat. But that will be a problem for later. Grow light installation done. Once in a while I really like to go to my plant collection and see if there are leaves that are yellowing or that I just don't really like how they are looking anymore. And with this Friday, I've been really struggling with it for a while, but I feel like it's still not happy because you can, I don't think the camera really picks it up that well, but there is like a lot of yellowing, like a yellow hue on it. And I don't know, I really start to feel like this medium is still containing too much moisture. I'm not sure, like these are all the leaves. So I'm really curious if you have an idea what this could be, because I'm really thinking like one, that it is sitting, that it's holding on to too much moisture, or that it maybe has root rot. But I'm not sure. And one thing that I've also noticed, like this Friday, I think this one could also benefit from a mix that is a little bit more lighter. I don't know, I feel like the camera doesn't really pick it up, but it has like this oedeme, I think it's called, when there's too much water in the cells of the leaves and they kind of like almost burst. So yeah, I do think I really need to do something about it, because I also had that with my dragon scale, so So these are all the leaves that I've cut. I've cut a lot from my fry deck. Just these ones are from That one over there, they fell off without even like cutting it. And just some random leaves that are just like browning at the tips, some sheets. I also think that it really helps to remove those things for pests to hide in. This is another example what I meant with that udim, because I think this one also had it, and you can see what happens then. It starts to get like this yellowing. I don't see the water in the back of these leaves anymore, but my escalato is also a good example of it, because this one also you really saw that there was like a lot of water sitting in the leaf, and now it also has like this yellow appearance to it. So another thing I really need to get on top of, I should have done this like 2 weeks ago, is store all of my moss that I got from my terrarium and store them into different containers, because like it's now like in this container, and the different moss, the cushion moss, is also in this black container thingy. So what I'm gonna do, I have some sphagnum moss over here, which is a little bit damp, and what I'm gonna do, that layer on the bottom and put moss on it, because I think that's the best way to store your moss. I don't know, I don't have really experience with it, but we will see how it goes. I think just a little layer will be good. At least I hope. A nice bed of moss. Okay, I'm just going to do this one. These are just like sheets of moss. I'm just going to place it on the sphagnum. When I was building my terrarium, I also was doubting about certain mosses like this. Like, I think this is just, it's not gonna do anything anymore, so I think I will just remove that bit, because like there's almost not that much green on it, and I'm really not sure like if this brown bits will turn green again or not. I will just put it in and see. Whoa, this is a really nice big chunk. I'm really not gonna fit all of this in there. Okay, so it's already full. I only have like a little bit of space left over here. I should have bought another container. I do have this one, but I think this one is going to almost fill up completely with the cushion moss. I'm gonna put this on the sides. I'm going to fill this one. Another nice bed of moss. So I will first do this cushion moss. So I'm really thinking what I should do with this one, because these balls of moss have like this big cluster of moss on it, and yesterday I saw a video about someone that mentioned how they storage their moss, and they cut off like all of this. So I think I'm gonna do that too. Never mind, I think I will just put it in just how it is. So the only thing I still need to do with this moss is spraying it down. I'm using distilled water. So I'm just gonna spray the moss. Okay, I really need to get this moss inside now because the sun is coming out and I don't want it to burn. So I'm going to put the lid on it, and yeah, I hope the moss will grow in nicely and stay nice and green. I'm really happy that I've done this because I've really been waiting way too long for it. Hey! So for the last couple of days I didn't do any of the plant chores that I still want to do. It's just been really busy with all kind of things. However, I did do like the regular watering and those kind of things, but not really like the chores like the mosspole extensions and just other things than besides watering. So one thing that I want to do is I want to give an extension for this monstera dubia. And I already have a mosspole ready that is from another plant that I took off from here. And I must say I've lost my tripod. It's probably somewhere here around the house, but I can't seem to find it. So I just now have it on like a little chair for my daughter. So I hope this will work a little bit in this angle. So I'm not gonna repot it or anything. I'm just going to put this garden stake in the back and then just put the other mosspole on it. Here is the sticker. The garden stake in there. With a little push. I think it's good. Like these mosspole extensions where it's only like because this pole is 50 centimeters. I am going to extend it with another 50 centimeter mosspole. I kind of would like to do a longer one, but since I don't like how these bottom leaves are looking, I'm thinking like if I'm going to do like a 50 centimeter, it's gonna be like sooner on top of that. So after that I'm gonna use a longer one. I also need to grab some moss to fill up this area. So I'm going to put some more moss in there. So like that. Now I'm going to put this extension on it, make it try to fit a little bit. I think I'm immediately going to zip tie it. Oh, you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, that's better. So I just put a zip tie over here. And I think I'm gonna place one more over here and two on the sides. For these plant chore videos I also wanted to like repot some plants, but I came to realize that I probably need to repot like 1/4 of my plant collection. I don't know if I'm going to film more repots or that I'm going to do it like in a separate video or just off camera. I really don't know. And I must say that yesterday I did place two of my alocasias into a different media, or well, not really that different, but a little bit less. I will zoom in a little bit so you can hopefully see what I'm doing. So what I'm doing now, I'm just securing those two poles together. Also going to place another zip tie over here and over there. It doesn't matter if I put the plant on the floor or on the table because both ways you can see what I'm doing. I really hope my boyfriend knows where my tripod is. I did repotted my variegated alocasia bambino and one of the fried eggs because I felt like it was retaining too much moisture. so you could really see the leaves like getting like odeem, I think it's called. I don't know if you say that like odeem in English. So yeah, I did put them in a mix that isn't that moisture retentive anymore. So yeah, I do hope they grow better now again. Oh, sometimes it's a bit annoying to get the... So what I like to do if I like want to secure those two poles is like bend the tip of the tie whip a bit. Like that. So you can ease a little bit more easily like that, so you can immediately grab it at the end. I don't want to touch the new... Yeah, but oops. I just said that I didn't want to like hurt the new growth point, and I almost did. Cut away these pieces. Then my battery is almost empty. Well, I am ready now. Oops. Here's one more. Okay, so the only thing I'm gonna do now is turn these zip ties inwards, so the sharp edge isn't sticking out. And I also feel like if you do that, like bend them in, that they get a little bit tighter. So that's also nice. So this one can grow for a little while. So this one can really like take advantage of its new pole. I think it will stay here on for a little while. But I must say the Monstera dubia is a really fast grower. It is twisting a little bit, like the bottom is like facing front and then the top is like turning a bit. Oh, that's a bit better. First extension done, like 20 more to go. No, not that much. But that was it for this extension. But I also saw that I need to extend the mandula pothos, the Philodendron melanum chrysum. I think there were more. There were definitely more. Those are the two that I can remember, but I think I will wait a little while with those ones because they can grow like I think one leaf. Oh yeah, and I really need to extend the Monstera Adansonii, but I want to make a separate video about that one because it did have a good glow up over the last 3 months, so I do want to share a little bit more about that plant in specific. So that one deserves its own video, I find. So that was it for this video, the plant chores, and like I said, there is still so much that I need to do. I think I do need to repot like 10 more plants at least, 2 mosspole extensions, just some other things like cleaning old pots, storing all of my plant supplies. So yeah, there's still a lot I need to do, so if you would like to see another video of me doing those kind of chores, then please let me know. And without further ado, I hope you're having a great day furthermore, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!